All right, y'all. Right here we have this ViPEC Garment Rack. This company sent this to me so I could show this thing off to you guys. So thank you to them for partnering with me on this. First thing I have to say, how long does it take to put this thing together? Me and my wife worked together last night. We got it up in about 35, 40 minutes. So it really wasn't that hard at all, which is awesome. I love how big it is. And this is the dust cover that you can put over it so that all the garments stay nice and dust free. Whenever you're ready to access it, you just simply have some zippers right here. There's one coming down. It can come all the way down, and then this can pop on out so you can open it fully. And then there's also two zippers on either side, so you can get full access to this thing. It does also have some little Velcro straps right here on the side, so if you do want to hold it open, you can do that. There's another zipper on this side as well, just like that. And now you have access to the entire garment rack right here. Now, this dust-proof cover is not necessary if you don't want to have a covering over everything that you're putting in here. You can just leave it off. By the way, the easiest way that I found to be able to put it on was to open up all the zippers like we have it here and then get behind it and kind of put it on like you're putting on a jacket. Think of your shoulder being this and your other shoulder being this right here, and you just kind of lift it up and over. That worked really well. To give you guys an idea of how tall this thing is, I'm about 5 feet 11 inches. We can just say 6 feet. And I come up to about right here on it. And so you just have a little bit more. It's probably like 6 inches right there. So it's probably 6.5 feet tall. And just to give you guys another idea, this is kind of a standard door right here. It's just a little bit below that. And the reason why I point this out is because you might be building this in a different room than the room that you're actually going to be put it in. And so you can easily slide it through the door without any issues. So I wanted to point that out because my wife and I should say, built it in the other room, and then I dragged it into here. Another thing I want to point out is that it's actually really easy to move too. You can see that I can move this thing with just one hand right here. Very easy to manipulate. So if you do need to move it around to get it into the right position, you can do that. There was actually some steps that I had to go up as well. And I had to use two hands. I can't do that right now because I'm holding y'all. But I grabbed this pole here and this pole here, and I was able to lift up and get it above those steps just fine. And then I just simply slid it on the floor from there. So super simple to move around. Now, one really cool feature about this closet garment rack is that it has these light strips that are built into it. They're just simply daisy chain connected right here, which I like how they just use this simple connector daisy chain. It's very short and very inobtrusive, so you don't really see it unless you know that it's there. The way that these things are mounted is just some simple clips. You can see those little clips, and they attach to these poles, these little wire poles, wire rack poles right there. Watch, there were some extra ones. I can show you how it works. So this is it right here. You just simply slide your light bar on onto the light bar. And then once you have that, like let's say we wanted to put an additional one right here, you just simply clip this right in place, just like that. And then of course they'd be two of them. You have one on either side of the light bar that you'd probably put here and here actually. And then that'll give you some good lighting to be able to add right there. So this was super simple to use. And then another thing about this too is that there's a little on-off switch right here. So you don't have to actually go out and unplug it. You just simply press the little switch right there. If you hold down on it, it dims all the way down to a 10%, which is super cool as well. So if you don't need as bright of a light, you know, maybe you're doing something late at night or whatever, and you don't want it to be as dark. And if you want to bring it back on up, just simply hold your finger down on that button again, and it's going to brighten it up. Turn it off, just a simple press, just like that. Also want to point out that they have a little connector right here as well. If for whatever reason you don't want the button, you just want to be on all the time, you can bypass the button because it's just a daisy chain style of connector, and you can plug this right on into the light right there. And then if you want to turn it off, you just simply unplug it. I do also want to point out that they give you an additional extension right here. So you have a lot of cord to be able to work with whenever you are getting those light bars set up. As far as aesthetics for your cord, as you can see, this one's just kind of going right behind here just like this, but they do give you a couple of these cord keeping straps right here. It's just like a simple hook and loop type of thing so that you can loop this around just like that to make it look a little bit better going through there. So that's nice as well. As far as getting it together, you have these kind of pieces right here. Let me see if I can get these out of the bag so I can show it to y'all a little bit better. You're basically going to use a whole bunch of these to be able to get all your wire racks connected. They go together. It's going to say top on there. It says top on this one. You put them together around the metal pole that the shelf is made out of, and then your racks just simply slide on top of this. It's kind of tapered out. And then you take like a little mallet and just simply hammer it down to be able to get it to stay good. And that's what you have right here. You have these little clips on the inside there, and then you just simply slide your rack on down. It's got the little grooves all the way up and down this thing, so you can just simply pop it onto there to get exactly where you want. You can see that there's a little band on the inside right there that's gonna fit. Watch, I'll demonstrate. That's gonna fit into the groove. And then it just simply holds right there, just like that. And then once you have the 4 set nice and even all the way across, you can just simply bring your rack down, and then that makes that shelf for you right there. These are just some extra ones that came with it, which I love that they do that because these are just plastic right here. And if one breaks, you have another one right there to be able to utilize. Also, these were extra as well, so you don't need all of them. They give you a few extras. If you want to anchor it, they do give you an anchor kit right here to be able to hook it on up to the wall, which works so that, you know, kids getting onto it, getting interested in it, it doesn't fall on them or anything like that. This right here is your user's manual for the lighting right here, which, as I mentioned, was super simple to do. They give you all of your parts right here that you should have. They give you all of your assembly instructions and how those clips work, which I already showed y'all, how the clips go in, and then how it's connected with that daisy chain connector right there. And then once you get it all good to go, you can wrap up your cord going down one of the poles, and then they tell you the operation of the switch right there. So super simple there. As far as the 30 to 40 minutes it took to be able to put this thing together, this is your instructions for that. You have all your poles, all your pieces that you're gonna go here, and you can adjust, you know, if you want, like, you know, this shelf to be a little bit taller, you can do that. You can put it wherever you think would be best for whatever you're planning on putting on the shelf. But they give you all the instructions right here. Very easy to follow. They have some good text right here to go along with what you need to do so that you have a little bit more context for what's going on. But everything, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. And once you figure out one side, the other side's pretty easy to do. Just whenever you're building this, you're gonna build this side first. And then you're gonna be putting this side together. So you wanna get this rack down first if you want this one all the way down. And then you kind of connect them together with this one rack right here. And then of course, the one rack right up here. And that just kind of gives it some strength. The other thing about this too is that you have these little hangy clips right here. These just simply hang in between one of the wires right there. And then there's just this simple bolt right here that screws into your pole going across here so that you can hang some things on here, whether it's, you know, hangers with shirts and all that type of stuff, or you could just simply drape some belts over, some scarves over, or something like that. And you have 3 of these up underneath this little flap right here. You guys can see that there's another pole on the left side here, and then there's another pole on the right side over here. Another thing too about the lighting is that since it's attached with just those clips, you can put your light in the back or in the front right here, kind of up to you where you want to put it. So I really like that. And then just to show you all the top right here, if you don't have the jacket on, you can see that you have another shelf way up here. Obviously you have this shelf right here, and then you have another shelf over here. So if you don't put the jacket on, I guess even with the jacket on, you could utilize your space up top here as well to be able to put some little knickknacks or something else, you know, some extra storage up in that area. But all in all, this is a fantastic garment rack right here. If you guys are looking for a good one, definitely go and check out. I love the lighting aspect on this one. I love these clothes rack right here, so you can easily hang some things. And I like how many shelves that they give you all throughout this thing so that you can put some things down onto there, whether it's boxes or shoes or you know, other things that you might have in your closet that you just want to organize. So y'all definitely go and grab y'all one of these if this is something that you're looking for. Thank y'all for watching. Let me know if this was helpful. If it was, consider adding this to your cart, and dad out.